Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra September 14, 2024. With today's square between the Sun and Jupiter, you might experience a conflict between nurturing your strong need for security and safety and your similarly big desire for personal space and a sense of autonomy. While you can imagine all sorts of things you'd like to accomplish, part of you is holding back, or the demands of home and family are keeping you feeling tied down. To manage this conflict, consider ways to manage your expectations, strike a compromise, and find a better balance. Be kind to yourself by not expecting so much that you forget to enjoy the moment. Simplifying or giving a little in both areas of life will serve you best in the long run. As the day advances, you feel a stronger sense of responsibility, and you more readily focus on emotional and practical priorities. You're interested in making things run more smoothly, and you're looking at the important details that need attention in this regard. Step right up to golden, glittering rays today. With the mighty sun dancing within the heavens, he will smile sassily with a square over to glorious Jupiter. You could be feeling on top of the world. This is because our great luminary is amplifying our great benefic who is now dancing through your solar house of identity or zodiac sign. A major breakthrough could come in your personal or romantic life, lifting you to the heights of euphoria. However, even though you may be flying high, don't let arrogance overcome you. Show moderation and then have some fun. How can you handle everything at once? It might be challenging to maintain your work and life balance when the Sun in Virgo squares Jupiter in your sign. You could want to do it all. There are professional opportunities, personal obligations, and more to pursue. Since you want to do everything at once, you may feel overwhelmed. It could be good to narrow down your responsibilities and priorities. Start with whatever is due first, be it work assignments or personal obligations. Starting with your most important responsibilities can help mediate some of this stress. You need lots of friends, but also sufficient quiet time to focus on her own inner needs. Your goals tend to be people-oriented, but private time is what nurtures your ability to understand and set your goals. Combining thought with exercise is a wonderful habit to develop. At least once a week, take yourself on a long run or walk, or simply hit the tennis ball against a wall. This physical outlet creates the space for you to clarify your thoughts without being annoyed with your friends. Things are happening in your life. You're practically flying. Today, the vibrations will be asking you to speed up the tempo and get on the train of opportunities. Get going. Desire change and look to evolve. This will be decisive in your social life. In the days coming up, you will have everything you need to succeed, but for the moment you will need to be patient. In addition, you will only reach your objectives to the extent that you get things straight in your head. So, get to work. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector until Venus returns next month, the Moon's departure today will leave you with everything needed to remain emotionally engaged and connected. The Moon's return, which came just a day after Mercury completed his extended visit to your communication sector, has provided an opportunity to benefit from the momentum created on the communication front. This ensures that until the Moon comes full circle, you'll have all you need to stay engaged and keep the lines of communication open. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector but Venus, the planet of love, returning next month to not only begin the first planetary activity here since earlier in the year but her second visit this year, it is more important than ever to pay attention. As you move closer to a romantically charged weekend, on the relationship front this is leaving you more emotionally engaged and aware. Our eyes in the sky. You might find that today brings an uplifting sense of confidence, especially when you think about your future. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just seems to fall into place, where you feel as though all the little pieces you've been gathering suddenly make sense? Today's energy feels a lot like that. It's as if the universe is giving you a green light, encouraging you to trust the knowledge and insights you've collected over time. You're ready to take those next steps and move forward with purpose. But here's something worth noting. While you're brimming with ideas and creativity, you may also feel a bit overwhelmed by how to translate all that inspiration into action. It's like having a dozen tabs open in your brain, each one filled with possibilities, but you're unsure where to start. Have you ever felt paralyzed by too many options? That's the energy you might be navigating today, what some call paralysis by analysis. It's completely natural to want everything to be perfect before you dive in, but remember, there's no need to rush. Give yourself permission to slow down, take a deep breath, and really think about what's most important to you. What feels most aligned with your goals? What step excites you the most? Pause, reflect, and strategize before you leap. You don't have to have all the answers today, and that's okay. The key is to trust that everything is falling into place, even if it feels a little uncertain at the moment. When it comes to relationships, today's cosmic energy may stir up some impulsiveness. This could lead to spur-of-the-moment decisions, especially in matters of the heart. Have you ever acted on a whim in your relationships, only to wish you had thought it through a bit more? We've all been there. Maybe you sent a message in the heat of emotion or jumped to a conclusion that caused unnecessary tension. Today, try to be a bit more mindful of your words and actions, especially with the people who mean the most to you. A little patience can make all the difference in avoiding misunderstandings. Think about the last time you had a meaningful conversation with someone close to you, whether it was a heart-to-heart with a partner, a deep talk with a friend, or even an insightful chat with a mentor. Do you remember how good it felt afterward, like a weight had been lifted? That's the kind of energy you can tap into today. If there's something on your heart, a message you've been wanting to share, today might be the perfect time to speak up. The connection you create could leave you feeling both grounded and inspired. On a more practical note, you may notice a temptation to splurge on things you don't really need. Whether it's that extra item in your online shopping cart or indulging in some comfort food, today's energy might make it easy to get caught up in the moment. Have you ever treated yourself to something, only to later wonder, why did I buy that? We've all had those moments of impulsive spending. Today, it's all about balance. Ask yourself, is this really going to bring me joy, or am I just filling a temporary desire? True abundance isn't about accumulating more, it's about finding contentment with what you already have. So, if you do decide to treat yourself, make sure it's something that genuinely enriches your life. When it comes to your finances, there's a peaceful calm about the way you're handling things today. While others around you may be feeling stressed about money, you're approaching it with a clear mind and a calm heart. This level-headedness allows you to act when the timing is right. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to make the right moves when everyone else is panicking? That could be you today, finding the courage to make smart financial decisions while others are scrambling. But here's a gentle reminder, don't let overconfidence lead you down a risky path. Have you ever pushed your luck just a little too far, only to regret it later? It's important to stay grounded and not let pride steer your decisions. Yes, confidence is key, but so is caution. There's a fine line between being courageous and being reckless. So, if you're considering making a financial move, whether it's an investment or even a small splurge, trust your instincts but stay balanced. If something feels a little off, trust that feeling. There's no rush. With the right approach, you'll find that things fall into place exactly as they should.